Mama,
Yeah, baby.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, I don't know if you permit me. Um, I want to quickly say something that has been giving me little issues this week. I didn't talk to you about, actually.
You know we're
So
live. Don't be
I know,
talking no nonsense.
I know. It's not something. It's not nonsense. You know how emotional I am when somebody dies, right?
Okay.
I used to tell you it goes way deep for me than even the people that owns the person,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it's a child.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if the person is in his prime or is about gaining his stand in life, you know. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you can get this plane that's passing. Is it disturbing you?
No.
Okay. So um, there is this musician in Nigeria. Actually, his stage name is Mobad. I don't know if you've been seeing the trending news since. If you go into my account, you can. I know YouTubers are talking about the case.
Mm-hmm.
So this boy has been bullied by his record label since. I don't know what actually happened. Nobody knows what is making them bully him. They don't allow him get shows. They don't let people contact him for him to grow. As
Mm-hmm.
a musician, you need those stores, you need concerts to grow your profile, whatever. So they bully this guy, even when this guy is being taken outside of Nigeria, they still find a way to bully him. He has been having like unrest within him. So finally he died last week Tuesday, and
Mm-hmm.
then he was quickly buried without any autopsy, without any arrangement of anything, without questioning or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So he died at the age of 27, leaving behind a little child of 5 months.
How do you die? Suicide?
He didn't die by suicide. According to what I heard, they said he had issues, so they took him to the hospital, and an auxiliary nurse gave him an injection, and he started shaking, and from there he passed, just like
Hmm.
that.
Wow.
So it has been like it's been sorrowful for
Hmm.
me. I don't know of anybody else, but I'm one person that um I don't know how to express my grief.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you did not observe, but I know many times I've actually shed a tear for that particular reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say I pray he rests in peace. I pray he finds peace
Mm-hmm.
because dying
Amen. Mm-hmm.
prematurely is is not good for anybody. We all want to live long and see
Yeah.
our grandchildren and great grandchildren, and
Mm-hmm.
for all the labor we've labored in life, we all want to enjoy that labor before we pass. So I
Sure.
pray God grant him eternal peace and
Oh,
rest.
okay. Amen to that. Yep.
And, okay, guys, welcome to the stream. We are back again. We are live again. My side, man, this I don't know if this is rush hour for all this plane and they are just passing.
Hmm.
So
Soon it'll be
that's
my plane, but I'm not gonna say nothing because then you're gonna complain and be like,
whatever.
"Don't say when you're going anywhere. Don't
But
do
that's
it."
life. You just even God is secretive.
All right, I'll keep it a secret, baby. It's okay. I'll keep it a secret. It's okay. No problem. You got
Welcome
it.
people.
You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. So today's topic is, as the thumbnail says, um, I, 23 female, have been hiding birth control from my husband, 25 male. What do I do? Now, that's a
Mm,
sticky situation. Okay,
it
that's
is.
that's a form of. Now, I'm not. When I say this, don't think I'm sticking up for the guy, but that's a form of betrayal to be
No, no,
taking
you're
birth
not sticking up
control.
for the guy. You're just saying the facts.
Well,
Nothing like
well,
sticking up.
I know, but let me get to his part of it too, because
Okay.
there has to be a reason why she feels so strongly about hiding, taking birth control. Does she feel like he'll become violent? Like it doesn't make sense. So,
Yeah, it doesn't.
but they're having sex, and each time he thinks that he's on the verge of producing a child. Now,
And it
little
doesn't know.
backstory. What?
And it doesn't know. It wasn't even near production because something is preventing. The walls of
Exactly.
Jericho.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen because
Oh
birth control's
Lord.
there for a reason because it's 99.9% effective.
Mm.
Okay. You probably have a better chance of hitting the lottery, than you do of a pregnancy with birth control.
But
So,
if it's a child that is destined to arrive, no matter the birth control you take, it will come in, and the child will come in with just a medication in his hands. I've seen it. I've seen and I've heard too. A lot
okay.
of children that came in by force, they came in
Yeah.
with those medications in their hands.
Yeah. Let me give a little backstory. She
Yeah.
had a baby about a year ago, right? What is
Okay.
that? What is that notification?
It's
Please
just the
apply for an
news.
open drive training
Yeah.
flower advantage process. Oh, okay. So, um, she had a baby. Let me see. Let me go to the story so I can read exactly where it's at. But he wants to have children close in age, like 2 children under 2 type of thing. She wants to
Okay.
have some more time for her body to be regular before she becomes pregnant again, you
Oh,
know?
okay. Mm-hmm.
So it says, we have an 11-month-old daughter. My husband was always said that he wanted a close age gap between kids, 2 under 2 type. So right around when she turned 8 months, he wanted to start trying for baby number 2. I'm not ready to have another baby yet. I want to give my body more time to recover and to just be myself without being pregnant for a bit. We're still young and have plenty of time to have kids. I don't get what the rush is. I've tried to tell him this multiple times, but it goes nowhere. He kept insisting/pressuring me. So for the
Yeah.
past 3 months, I've been taking birth control without him knowing. I feel bad, and it's hard to hide it when we're with each other all the time. Obviously, I'll stop taking it when I'm ready, but for the time being, I feel like it's what's best for me and intend on sticking with it. I'm unsure if I should keep doing it in secret or tell him what I've been doing. I don't know what his reaction would be and don't want to cause bigger problems. Then she put an edit in there sometime later and said,
Okay.
I want to address some comments because people made comments. I've seen a lot of I don't want to leave my husband. I think it could be salvageable with counseling. He hasn't always been this pushy about it. It just started recently. Before having kids, I felt like I could talk to him about anything. I don't know where it all went wrong. He has an age gap with his brother and they ended up not being close. So I think he's paranoid of that happening with our children.
Okay.
Let me wait for the plane because that plane I can hear.
Okay. Just wait. Let it go. Still passing.
Yes, boss. Um, where was I?
Yeah. You said he has age gap between.
I got
Yeah.
it, baby. I got it. I got it. Thank you. He has an age gap with his brother, and they ended up not being close. So I think he's paranoid of that happening with our children. I really do love him and want to make things work, especially for our daughter's sake of having stable parents. I'm going to try to get a note from my doctor, so maybe if he hears it from someone other than me, he will stop nagging. I also do not want to get a IUD or an implant. My biggest fear is that he may tamper with my birth control if he found out. But this
Wow.
might be an irrational fear on my part. I'm not sure if he actually would. I'm also not scared of him getting physically violent as he never has. Well, there's always a first time for everything. And I always say
Yes.
that.
Especially when the emotions is messed up.
Correct. Yeah. So the first reply says, well, do you think it's okay that your husband doesn't respect your feelings about this? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody wrote, yes, at 23, not being heard by your husband when you say I had a baby less than a year ago, I need more time, and having to lie is concerning. So it is a form of betrayal, but then again, what's his side of it? Like, how would he react? Why? She's talked to him about it, but why'd she have to go to the extreme of taking birth control behind his back? You know what I'm saying?
Well, for me, I would say, if there, what I see there is that the relationship lacks communication.
Okay.
Yes, that is why she's able to take the birth control without his consent.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, she's a young mother. She's 23,
Mm-hmm.
and being a young mother, sometimes some women would say, like one time I met a 50-year-old woman. She said she cannot allow a child of 23 or even 24 to go
Mm-hmm.
into marriage and then start having kids immediately. And I asked her why. She said, because my daughter is not mentally okay. to go through that. I
Mhm.
feel like she's still a baby. I feel like she's still young, and I would not advise any mother to allow a 23-year-old or 24-year-old to start planning a family because emotionally they are not mentally ready for that situation. So another thing that might be playing right now in her mind as a 23-year-old is she might be feeling like she's losing out on the fun that concerns her age. She might be feeling like, oh, my friends are clubbing and I cannot club because I have a child, and then this guy wants me to have another one immediately. I can't go through this, you
Mhm.
know. So as a youngster, so many reasons are there not to quickly go into start having kids.
Well,
Welcome
with
to
the
the
first
stream,
one,
back.
hey Wolfpack, with the first
Welcome
one,
to the
she
stream.
might as well go into the second one right away. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I know, but the thing is, she's not mentally ready.
Or
That's why
physically,
she doesn't want to go through.
or physically, apparently. You know, a little bit of both.
Yes, and again, pregnancy changes your hormones. It makes you think differently. Some people go crazy after having a baby. Some people
Mhm.
feel like they are ugly after having a baby. So there are so many things involved in I am taking contraceptives without your partner knowing. But the thing is, the relationship lacks communication. That is why she's able to do this without his consent. Another thing
Mhm.
is, every man should learn one thing about women when it comes to having children. Not all women are mentally ready to have kids. I mean,
Mhm.
kids. I'm not talking about a kid, I'm talking about kids.
Plural, yes, more than one.
Let it spin fast. I don't know why it's
Oh, here we go with your damn planes.
so. Not all women are mentally ready for that. So the thing
Mhm.
is, talk to your partner, speak to your partner during the time of, um, should I say, courting, when you guys are still doing boyfriend and girlfriends and fiance, this and that.
Courting, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it's best to start talking about some things. Talking about getting pregnant is number one thing you
Mhm.
should talk about. After that, talk about financial uh, terms also, because having a child at 23, she's very, 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 very young. For me, she
Well,
might even be naive when it comes to things surrounding childbirth, taking care of the child after birth. A lot of
well,
things involved.
well. You were what, 24, going on 25, right?
No,
I was 26.
I was 24 on the dot
Okay,
when I had
24 on
the
the
first
dot.
one.
Okay, okay. I was 26. So you were basically in that same area. I
Yes,
mean,
I
you know.
was. I was extremely naive. I
Mhm.
was in a rush. That was, I think, my own naivety took me to be in a rush, you know. And I
Mhm.
wanted to go for the second one immediately too, on my own.
Mhm.
So that's another thing. She's not ready to go for the second one because I wanted something. I wanted to raise two kids. Like I wanted to have Irish twins. I
Okay.
don't know if yeah, I wanted to have Irish twins. So I didn't want one to be bigger than the other. I just wanted to quickly, do it and get it over and done with.
Mhm.
So she is not mentally ready for that. Some girls, once they know that they are pregnant, that emotional, how do I put that motherly emotion comes in, and you start acting more emotional to people. You start seeing yourself having more patience and tolerance to things. But some people is not like that.
Mhm.
So some people are just different when it comes to pregnancy. So they just need to talk to each other about what is going on. But she shouldn't do it alone with him.
Mhm.
She should check out a therapist. Hey, Veronica, welcome to the stream.
Veronica's in
So
the
happy to
building.
see you. Welcome to the
Yeah.
stream. So I think she should maybe book a therapy session and then invite him over and confess there. Because if it's not done that way, you don't know his emotions, how he's going to react.
Oh, of
He
course.
might want a straightforward divorce.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
just it. But he
Yeah,
should also understand that it's a woman's body. It's not
it's
like
it's
it's a man's body. Yeah.
it's her body, but it is a big betrayal, because
Hmm.
like we said, he's thinking that at the store but listening. You got it, Veronica. Always appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Um So, it is a betrayal, but yes, it is her body, absolutely.
Um,
That's
hmm.
what it is.
It's a deep topic because I have watched a movie where a woman has 3 kids and the husband wanted 5.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't want to have more. And she didn't know how to express this and tell him, look, I don't want more. I'm okay with these 3. And I know what I'm going through as a woman inside, you know. So she didn't know what to do. And the husband was a pharmacist,
Mm-hmm.
So she used to go to the store and take out those medication. So one day he saw a pack of it in his bedroom and he was like, does this woman take medication for this thing?
What,
Okay.
birth control?
Yeah.
Oh,
He said,
okay.
he said, okay, I'm going to find out. So he found out
Mm-hmm.
and it was a big deal. Big deal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, the first 3 kids, they were their kids together, or they had
No, no,
kids?
it's by the both of them.
They already had. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well,
So
sometimes
yeah,
big age gaps happen. Sometimes that happens.
yeah, the age gap is an issue in some families.
It can be, yeah. Mm-hmm. It
Yeah.
can be. Absolutely.
But the mother of the children, she needs to do a job.
Mm-hmm.
Get your elder children involved in the life of the younger ones is important. Like, say
Yeah.
for instance, you had because I used to have a classmate where he was the last child, but he had elder brothers of like 30, 40. His mom never knew she was going to have him again because she was done having kids, but he came in out of the blue and she
Mm-hmm.
had him. And we're now in the same class. So what I saw that the woman did was that she always makes the elder ones to come pick him from school, attend
Mm-hmm.
all these PTA meetings, parents teacher association meetings, and they get involved. So they were always in the hall whenever we're having things to do, like the press club having activities. They are the ones there. So I think parents should like involve the elder children in the lives of the younger ones so that there will be a blend of harmony and love,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So that's what I would have done.
Yeah. I'm trying to find another article. Sorry. Trying to find another article, babe. That's it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we only have 17 minutes on the air so far. We got at least go for 30.
Yeah. Okay. Since you're looking for, let me see mine because I'm always like, I always see, sorry. Oh, what's wrong with my network here? But I have network. What's wrong with this? Okay, let me go through this way. Sorry, guys, for the break in transmission. Okay, we are trying to get out our topics. Have you
Mm-hmm.
seen anyone yet?
No. I mean, I got plenty, but I was to be honest, that was the first thing I was reading though was about a new Amazon facility that opened up. So Mhm.
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
I'm busy looking for topics here. You're looking for another thing.
but it's a
It's not
site
fair.
that it's a site that's going to have a lot of robots and not people.
Hey, this is a
So
big one.
so it's not really going to create many jobs, you know.
Yeah. Should I share this one to your messenger so you can also see the topic I want to talk about right now?
Yeah, yes, yes. Send it to my messenger. But this
Okay.
Amazon is supposed to have 4,000 robotic machines, and it is expected to produce 4.5 million packages a week.
Check it
My
out. I've done it.
my facility only does 1.2 million. No, 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 no. 1.2 million. Uh,
Check it. I've sent to you.
shh. I'm there, babe. Calm down.
So you're talking about Amazon. We're
Uh,
not talking about Amazon yet.
you're gonna get whacked. Absolutely whacked. You keep that up.
Check what I sent to you. This topic
All
is
right.
my boyfriend 20. My that is she's talking about herself. She's 25 female, boyfriend 32, came inside me without telling me or asking me.
What? That's a
I,
deep one.
uh-huh, I don't want to feel violated, but I do. Yay. But wait, like before I read this thing, hmm,
You didn't send it properly. I can't click anything.
I sent it
Hold on.
straight.
Hold on. No, you didn't send it. My boyfriend came inside without telling and asking me. I don't. Well, you're the one that allowed unprotected sex, though, in the first place.
That's what I wanted to talk about. Like, you guys accepted and climbed that bed. However, you people managed to climb that place. You
Yeah.
know, what
Mm-hmm.
were you expecting afterwards? Were you expecting nothing extra? How do you expect a man that wants to come to stop coming? Are you crazy? What kind of feeling violated is that? Was he raping you? It was with your consent.
Consensual
Yeah,
sex.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But
he
now,
may.
like,
Well,
I think by what?
well. Okay, well, but but they may have had an agreement that he would pull out. Yes,
She didn't
but
say it.
well, she didn't say anything because she probably doesn't want to say anything and let us know that. But they may have had that type of agreement. But for him, it just felt too good to do that, and he just went inside.
It's not
Sometimes
easy
that
to
happens.
actually do that as a person. It's not actually to pull out when you are on the verge of coming. That is the
Oh,
truth.
oh, you're telling me? I know. Believe me,
So
I
why
know.
would she feel like, didn't she see that the penis was without condom?
Yeah,
Didn't she
she
say it?
knew. She knew that. Yeah, unless they were
I'm sorry
doing
for being
doggies.
too long, but I
Yeah,
just have to, say what I have to say because I don't see a reason why I should come and be seeking for advice or getting pissed off about something that you saw.
she saw, but I think they had that there was an originally agreement in place that he would pull out. I do,
Well, it's not
and
easy to pull out. That
I
is the fact.
understand that, and I
Pulling
know
out
that. Trust me.
is not easy.
How would you know? You're not the one that pulls out anyway. So how the hell would you know? Hmm.
It doesn't mean, but I know. At least I did biology, so I know. I see. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, you did biology, so you know.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I did biology. I think biology is social science, so I think everybody did biology. So we were all taught productive system, and now it works. So
Okay,
you cannot come and tell me that you feel violated. You sleeping? Didn't you see that that thing was without condom?
we
Come
know
on,
that. We know that. It's not like
come on.
they. The only way you wouldn't know, well, you would know because a female knows whether there's a condom on or not, even if they were doing it doggy style.
Wait, no, calm down.
There's no, no,
Didn't she
no.
see it?
I'm just saying, there's a feeling that goes into it too, of feeling. So,
What feeling? Please, Sean. We are not, see, I don't know. But as long as you're not drunk, you're not high with something or on something, you see what that thing looks like before diving, in.
hmm,
So she cannot tell me that she didn't see it.
yeah.
What kind of
No,
story is that?
it's not a
But
question about, let me answer the question. It's not a question about Reddit. We're doing our Reddit discussions where we take an article off of Reddit and we break it down and analyze it. This
yeah.
girl and guy were having sex and she's mad that he ejaculated inside of her. So that's where we are right now in the discussion and talking about that. The first one we
Mhm.
talked about was a woman that was hiding the fact that she was taking birth control from her husband, and that was the first one. So now we're on this one. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, Like,
So
yeah, she
if
shouldn't be
they
getting
bring,
mad, you
if they
know.
bring this case to your court, how would you treat this case?
Uh, uh, well,
Cross examination, please.
well, I mean, so if she gets, let's say she gets pregnant,
No, they are boyfriend doing boyfriend thing. They are not married.
yeah. So if she gets pregnant, she can choose whether she wants to have the baby or not. So whether he went inside or not, I mean, then again, it's not free to get an abortion. I don't believe in that. So I don't even like talking about abortion,
Yeah.
you know? So like, but you know, if she doesn't get pregnant in the first place, they
Okay.
wouldn't have to worry about all that.
Okay. I've seen something. We just need to read this. Are you reading it or I'm doing it? Because it's very long.
I can't see.
You take it halfway, and I'm going to start.
Take it
Okay.
halfway.
Yeah.
I take it.
Sideways.
I take it sideways. I take
Okay.
it all the way, baby. I don't take
Let's read
nothing
this.
halfway.
She says, apologies for my dry language. As I'm writing this, I am still in shock. Sorry, babes, for being in shock, but let's read. We have been together for 3 months. It's just 3 months, and they are doing this one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Other than this situation, our relationship has been mostly really good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We have had the conversation about pulling out my boundaries and rules around sexual hygiene. I'm not taking hormonal birth control, and I've used the FAM fertility awareness method, pull out technique, plus herbal contraception successfully for 4 years now. Okay. Did you hear that?
You put the comments up, but do you ever read them?
Okay, you can read them if you want to. So that
What do
before
you
I
mean?
go for the next one.
I'm just saying though, if you're gonna put something up, at least read what you're putting up.
Read this
It's
one, then
not that it
go
matters,
back
but
to.
if the woman says no to inside, then it's a no. Yeah.
Okay.
But they're
Okay.
having unprotected sex though, so what's she gonna
The
do?
thing, even
Is
if
she
you, the
gonna?
woman says no, that thing is free, man. It's a
Yeah,
dangling free prick. It can
yeah.
come in
And that's why I agree
anytime.
with women being sexually tuned in their body. Women should be educated enough of how they can protect themselves. Yeah, she really wants to protect herself. She would say wear a condom, but most guys don't like wearing condoms. It takes there's like no feeling there. So for me, I don't wear them damn things. Just
So
you know,
it's a funny situation the way I see it, because
okay.
telling me don't eat your favorite food, I don't
Mhm.
know. Okay, it's just like me. When I'm eating, I like to drink water, and you're like, don't drink water when you eat. I will, because when I feel something in my throat, I just have to drink water.
Yeah. I don't drink when I eat. You know that. I wait till I'm finished
I
eating.
know
To
you don't,
me,
but I
it,
do.
it ruins the flavor of it takes away the flavor of the food. So, and it doesn't take that long to eat. You're not eating for an hour. You're only eating for like 10 minutes. Then you're done. Then that's how I do it. Maybe I'm
Uh-huh.
crazy. I don't know.
She said, important context. I am an SA survivor. What is SA? Sickle cell, right? Sickle cell
No,
anemia. SA.
no. Uh, sexual assault.
Oh, oh, yeah. She wrote it here. She said, I'm an SA survivor, experienced date rape in college. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God.
Mm-hmm.
One of the statistics. So experiencing non-consensual sexual acts is highly triggering me. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm struggling with this situation because our sex was enthusiastically consensual and amazing until suddenly it was re-traumatizing. Only when I went to clean myself did I feel a lot of fluid oozing out. And asking if it came inside me, he responded, yeah. And a long silence while I felt myself immediately shut down and struggle to not disassociate completely.
Okay.
Oh,
Now let's get back to that. She said, when I went to clean myself, did I feel a lot of fluid oozing out? Well, okay. So what position were you having sex in? Because if you were in the missionary position, you would have seen
okay.
him pull out and you would have seen him ejaculate on top of your
Your
belly,
body
right?
on your, yeah,
Okay. Now, if you were doing missionary, doggy,
yeah.
you wouldn't see him pull out, but you would feel it on your fucking butt and run down and trickle down then.
Okay.
A woman knows when she's been ejaculated inside of her.
Yes. Yeah.
She knows. So she had to have known before she even went to do this cleaning thing that he went inside of her because it's warm. You get that you feel that warm sensation. So
Another thing is somebody that is sexually being traumatized because of the rape issue, she might not actually feel sensation of that stuff,
it's possible. It's possible. Yeah.
because she might just want you to do it and get out. You know that kind
Oh,
of a thing. Please do it and get out, do it and get out. You know that kind of feeling, you
uh-huh.
know. She might not feel it, but after the whole show, she's now feeling those things oozing and dropping out. So
Well, if she's the type that says do it and get out, then I would think that she wouldn't want to have sex in the first place. Why would she want to do it if
yes.
she feels so violated? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe she feels like if she doesn't do it, the person might leave, or the
Mm-hmm.
relationship might not be sweet anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay,
All she had to
let's
do,
go.
though, the next day was go to the pharmacy and get Plan B, and that would pretty much almost certainly assure that she wouldn't get pregnant if that's what she's
Okay,
worried about.
okay.
Like,
She said, She
Yeah.
said, I could barely speak. I felt dazed, moving slowly, standing in front of doorways, staring blankly for several minutes before passing through the threshold. It felt like PTSD shock. What's PTSD?
Post post traumatic stress disorder.
Oh,
A lot of people that go to war, they get post traumatic stress disorder from the bombing and stuff. Um, just like you could have PTSD, after pregnancy, you get postpartum depression,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
PTSD is something
Same.
like that. Like yeah.
I think
So that,
this relationship shouldn't have started. She said they have known each other for 3 months. She should have talked about her past with him, and then
uh-huh.
maybe they would have been to a therapist to talk about things, get to understand things. Because even that guy might not understand what she has been through, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it just felt like, let me do it. After all, I can't come out, I can't pull out. So it's terrible. She said, the thought in my mind at this time, he disrespected something scared. Okay, he disrespected something sacred. He violated my boundaries, my wishes. He knew better and lacked discipline. He hurt me so deeply for his own pleasure. He didn't respect my no. He didn't tell me until I asked. Oh, and when I did, he was not immediately remorseful or understood the gravity of his harm. He asked me, how I felt. I said, ashamed. Oh my God, it's deep. Why did she even have the sex in the first place? She shouldn't have.
That's what I'm saying, Mama. That's what I'm
She shouldn't
saying.
have.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He said, for some reason, he assured me that I should not be the one to feel ashamed, but I do. There is this sense of my fault, this happened again. Now, I know it's not the same. There is a significant level of traumatic history baggage being projected. I know he is sorry, hyper aware that reading that falls pathetically flat. I'm reminding myself that he is not the same person who did this to me before. That people can fuck up or get caught up in a moment and it doesn't make him a rapist. She's going too deep right now. She's diverting the situation right now, making it sound like she didn't consent to this act.
Of course.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
reading.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm just stuck with this deeply unsettled feeling because I don't want to feel upset with him. But the body keeps scores, huh? Or whatever. I am not sure if I will be able to trust him anymore. The idea of letting him back in my body feels almost foolish, like I did just be creating, promoting, or allowing it to potentially happen again. But on the other hand, of course, I want that closeness with him. That is why she even consented in the first. That's what I was saying, that she's that kind of person that do it and get out. Remember what I said, that she's
Yeah.
that kind of person. Now she
Well,
said, what does forgiveness look like in this case? How can I process? And how can we repair the harm? Is there a version of forgiveness? Yeah. Is it not betrayal to myself? Any woman been through this before? Are you okay? Can the relationship be repaired?
mm-hmm.
Man,
She needs to go back to being a virgin until she gets her traumatic stuff under control. Really,
how
she
can she
she
go back
does.
to being a virgin?
She's got to, you know. Um, it's just what it is. Like she's rambling here about something that she allowed, and
Yes.
then she's bringing it to a different level. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy. You don't
Now,
you don't
so
go ahead.
let me read this comment so that this person said, obviously he was wrong. That goes without saying. You consented to sex under the term he would be pulling out, but he violated that. However,
Hmm.
using pull and pray as a birth control method with some guy you have been dating for a few months is hardly wise.
Hmm.
You both need to start taking better care of your productive health. use a condom to avoid any further mistakes.
Well, not even that. I mean, if she's worried about pregnancy, she could just take birth control or get an implant or whatever. Like, that's the only thing that she could be worried about. She can't be worried about like no STD because you're having unprotected sex. You
Oh,
know?
somebody commented. He said, "Why chance it? Sometimes pre-com can have sperm in it. It's a really bad idea." For me, what they call it, pulling out has gotten a lot of women to their number 6 children, to
Mm-hmm.
their number 10 children. He pulled
Mm-hmm.
out. Yeah, he pulled out, but you are carrying 9 months now. He
Mm-hmm.
pulled out. We practice pulling out, but you are pregnant for number 10. Pull out, pull out, pull out. Pull out is not a guarantee.
No, it's not.
Even the one they say women should do natural planning. You know that natural family planning women do, counting your safe days and your fertile days. Sometimes, if that child is meant to come to this world, on those days that you are safe, is even that time you would get pregnant.
Absolutely. So the moral of the story is if you don't want to have a pregnancy scare, then use some type of protection. That's
Simple.
it. Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, she is still traumatized by her past. And this one now has waking up something that is not supposed to be there.
Then she
So
needs
I
to
think
stay
for
away
her,
from sex. Yeah, she needs to stay away from
uh,
sex then,
if she's
you
a
know.
beautiful woman, men are not going to want to stay away from her. Yes.
Well, that they may not want to stay away from her, but that doesn't mean she has to be with them, you know.
Yes, that's true.
It is.
Hmm.
It's very
And,
true.
and is there a relationship where, I don't know, but people, yeah, used to say we practice not having sex till we got married. Is there a relationship that is genuine, okay, and they practice no sex before marriage? I actually want someone that has practiced that to come up here and talk to me and then tell me, we practice this thing, and after 5 years of our marriage, there is no infidelity cases. Because for this girl to stay without sex in a relationship is going to be very, very hard on the
Mm-hmm.
other person.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to make that person, even if he has tried to be celibate for her for like, say, a year without, or as in being with her, every time you guys go on dinner dates, she visits your home and you guys only kiss and hug and she goes home. You are flesh
Well,
and blood, right?
that is being engaged for like 5 years. If that was if a woman told me no sex before, that doesn't mean that they're both virgins before, you
No,
know.
yeah, no. Mm.
Okay. But I'm just saying though, like I would be getting married very soon. I wouldn't be living with this person slash engaged for 5 years. I would say, okay, well, we need to get married very quickly so we can have sex. Straight up.
That's the thing. Some
Mm-hmm.
women, when you bring that up, they don't want to go further with you anymore
Well,
because they believe they have not studied you well.
well, that's why I have the perfect wife, you know, and I'm blessed, so I don't have to worry about that nonsense.
Exactly. That's the good thing about life. When you've chosen your path, you don't need to worry about some certain things in life. So
Mm-hmm.
that's it. We have
Mm-hmm.
stayed our over 30 minutes on the stream.
38, yeah.
So
Quickies, quickies, quickies. Boom, boom, boom,
we
boom, boom. Yeah.
we are. So, guys, thank you guys for joining us today. We appreciate you guys, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll be trying
Mm-hmm.
our best to be coming up like this. So, I'm super excited today because we came live on the time I wanted. So, I won.
You won? What do you mean? I'm the one that set the damn stream up and said, okay, no problem.
You
If
set
I
it
would have,
up for 7, and I said no,
you originally said 7.
no.
What do you mean? That's the
Yes,
time you
I know.
originally said.
I
So,
know. This morning after I woke up, I was thinking in my mind, I was like, how do I tell him I want it to come down? I don't want that time because
but
I
if I
have
was,
so many edits to do.
but if I was working today, we wouldn't be live when we are live right
By
now.
this time,
I
yes.
would just be getting home right now.
Yeah, I'm
We
using
wouldn't
the
be live.
advantage anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So, and we've been coming up once a week pretty much. So we've been doing good in that aspect. So
Mhm.
it's always a
Yeah,
pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
being up here with my ride or die.
Oh, my
Okay,
top dog. Huh. Okay.
who's the top
Okay,
dog?
guys.
Me or you?
You are my top dog.
Oh, okay. My bunny with the honey.
My,
So,
my, my pain in the ass.
PETA, my PETA, pain in the ass.
Whatever, my friend.
That day I wrote it to you, you put a heart next to it, and I said, "Do you even know what that means?" You said
I
no,
didn't
and I
know, but
said
I knew it was something okay.
PITA, pain in the ass. You're my little PETA.
But you know what came to my mind when I saw that?
What, pita bread?
Yes, exactly. That was what came to my mind. I said, okay, okay.
Hmm. And it was something
Oh,
totally different. So,
mhm.
yeah.
Okay,
Thanks
let's
for
go before we
popping in,
say more than this.
Veronica, Icy, Wolfpack. Appreciate you guys. Um,
Yeah,
you know, I guess some people didn't like our discussion and our views on some things, so they wanted to bounce, but that's okay. Because we're gonna do us, and we do what we want to do, and what makes us
exactly.
happy. That's it. So,
Mhm.
till next time, keep on keeping up with
It's
Sean,
Sean and
and
I. Peace out, guys.
later.